Hi guys! Today I'm going to share with you guys all the platforms that I'm using and really where I park my money, and this is to set the context for the next video where I'll share with you guys my portfolio breakdown in detail. That is the reason why I have to split this video into two, because there's just a lot of things to share lah. I hope that this is helpful, and this is really by no means a recommendation to use their platform. I just tell you what I'm using currently, and then maybe I will share with you guys some rationale of why I use these platforms and how it came to be. And then you can decide for yourself if you want to use these platforms. If you feel like these platforms might also be suitable for you, then you can also use the link below to sign up and get some sign up rewards. Okay, the first one that I'm going to share is the bank accounts that I use. I'm using the POSB account, the UOB1 account, OCBC 360 account, Standard Chartered account, HSBC account. The first four accounts, really I've kept it for convenience and legacy purposes. It's like, you know, when you were a kid and then your parents gave you your first POSB account. So it's a bit like that. Then I just continued to use it because I can remember the account number. Sometimes it's just really like that. But I've kept most of these accounts to the minimum because I realized that these accounts have quite a lot of hoops. Like you need to do salary crediting, then you need to spend on the card. After a while, I'm just like, you know what? I don't even want to hold cash, I just want to invest it. And so that's the reason why I kept most of my cash in these accounts to the minimum. And these are the minimum balances that is required from each account. DBS, you need to hold $1,000. UOB1, you need to hold $1,000. OCBC 360, you need to hold $3,000. And Standard Chartered, you need to hold $3,000. The last one is the HSBC account, which is a strategic account that I'm using currently to pay for all my gyro bill payments. My credit card bills are all gyroed from there, and that allows me to earn 1% cashback on all my credit card bills. So that's where I actually put most of my funds so that I don't have to think about it and worry that I will get charged a gyro fee if there is not enough balance. I also have other accounts like Mari Bank, Trust Bank, GXS, but at this point in time, I'm not using any of these accounts because most of my funds are in my stock brokerage account. The first one that I am currently using most actively is Moomoo. I have the money market fund, which is Cash Plus, where I park all the funds that I'm waiting to deploy into the market into this account. I currently hold about 51% of all my entire assets in Moomoo account. Yeah, I have US, Hong Kong, China, and Singapore stocks inside Moomoo account. The reason why this is so is because of the seamless redemption from my money market fund into my stock purchase. What I mean by that is that when I make a stock purchase, let's say if I want to buy a Google stock, right? I will queue at a certain price that I want the stock to be at, and when the price hits, straight away Moomoo will deduct the amount of US dollars that I have in the money market fund to pay for my stock buy, so I don't incur any margins or interest charges. And that has been really convenient for me, and I think Moomoo platform has been quite intuitive and easy to use. The next one that I use is Interactive Brokers. The reason why I started using Interactive Brokers was because I was looking to buy CSPX. It's the Ireland version of the S&P 500 ETF. It actually tracks the S&P 500, which is the top 500 companies of the US. Instead of getting charged a withholding tax of 30% for all my dividends, if I were to invest in the US, when I invest in Ireland, I only get charged 15%. If I were to put it in layman terms, overall, it is actually cheaper because Interactive Brokers also has one of the lowest fees right now in the market. Because I already hold some cash in Interactive Brokers, it was really quite inconvenient for me to take the money out, and it wasn't instant, so it was a bit leceh lah. When I needed the cash to buy certain stocks, it was quite time sensitive. I just decided to buy it on Interactive Brokers. That was how Interactive Brokers has 10% of my stock holdings. The other thing was that I also wanted to buy a European stock, and I couldn't find it on Moomoo, so in the end I bought it on Interactive Brokers, and I managed to get a good price for it. Okay, the next one is OCBC Securities. The reason why I put in OCBC Securities is because one of my friends is a remiser there. His name is Jeremy Tan, and we do a lot of investments together, and he helps me to look after some of my portfolio, and he's a solid fundamental investor. The final one is CMC Invest. The reason why I started putting into CMC Invest was because they had 2 free buy trades per month during their promotional period last year. And that was when I was also buying some Singapore stocks. Unless I need to sell it, I'll just leave it there first. So that's currently where I put my money. I hope this was helpful. If you have any questions, you can leave it in the comments because sometimes I'm not really sure what I missed out. I hope this helps. If you want to sign up for any accounts, you can use any links below. If not, check out my next video where I'll share in depth of the portfolio percentages and how much I actually have in my account. I hope that helps. Okay, thanks. Bye.